Hello everybody and welcome to our Before the Bell in 3D session. Today is September 4, 2023. This is week 36. So as we are getting started, I would like to say hello from the screen. So I am placing myself here on the side of the screen to say hello. How are you everybody? And also, as we are starting the session, I would like to highlight on the bottom part of the screen our financial disclaimer. As always, it's going to be moving around during the session, so please read it carefully. You have the whole session to read it, counting on you to do that. Obviously, we are talking about the markets. There is financial risk, and hence our disclaimer. Anyway, so let's get started. Our session is the one that we conduct every Monday, 1 hour before the equity markets start trading in New York. So the US markets, the US equity markets will start trading in 1 hour time. And this is the perfect time to prepare for the week ahead. This is where our newsletter before the bell in 3D comes into place. We publish this newsletter in LinkedIn, and you also get it in your inbox. In case you haven't got it yet, let me highlight a QR code on the screen so you know where to get it. Here we go. You should see it now. And we're going to go over these materials. I mean, it's a nice thing to have it in your inbox. So I would welcome everyone to register and subscribe to the newsletter. It's free. It's a good thing, as I was saying, to have it in your inbox in case you miss the live sessions. So you can have all the information I'm about to cover right now in a written form in case you're not available live as we are meeting today. So we're going to go over 5 key markets. Those are the most relevant markets in the world. S&P 500 index, which is the largest equity index market. WTI crude oil, largest energy market. Gold, largest metal. US dollar, the most relevant currency in the world. And the back Bitcoin, the most relevant cryptocurrency as well. So again, 5 very important markets. We're going to look at them in 3D. You will know better what that means in a moment if you are new to our sessions. But basically, we're going to go over some statistical values, as you can see on the screen, but also very important, I will also be looking at those markets using real-time charts so we can do some market analysis together and, again, help you to prepare for the week ahead, which is the purpose of today's session, like every Monday. So anyway, so let's begin with the S&P 500 futures. And the first dimension that we are going to analyze is what we call the climate. We do that by utilizing a tool called Auto Climate, which is a tool which is free. You will find it on our website. You can then insert it to different trading platforms. The one I am utilizing now is TradingView, which, by the way, can be connected to many, many brokers as well. So again, I'm making myself as universal as possible here. And with this platform, I am now loading a daily time frame of the S&P 500 index, and the climate tells us blue and thick dot. So what is a blue and thick dot? Well, a blue and thick dot means that we are in front of a confirmed up climate. So going back to the newsletter, we have a little sun here. That means it's an up climate, which is confirmed. And the statistics, which is probably the most important part of all here, the statistics reveal that a normal thing to happen in a daily time frame for the S&P futures is to move in waves of 8 candles at a time. Well, today it's candle number 5, which is within this climate, and therefore, because we have not reached 8, we are still within this 1 standard deviation, which another way to think of a standard deviation, if I simplify the way we interpret probabilities, it's a normal thing to happen. We use English language to say that's pretty normal. It's a normal thing to happen to be under 8. So in other words, we are 5, it's under 8. So normal thing to happen would be to move all the way to 8. That's the expectation. And therefore, we would expect then the climate to continue moving up unless we get to find UFOs, which is the next dimension that I am going to assess right now. So again, going back to the chart, and I'm taking my time on this first market. I'll be faster with the other ones. So we have an up climate, 5 is the current count, 8 is a normal thing to happen statistic. Okay, and with that in mind, so the market is likely going to move up at least for another 3 candles. Now, is that possible? Okay, well, I mean, anything is possible, to be honest, in the market. Some crazy event may happen, some crazy news, some crazy something, and everything turns around, against whatever probability suggests. But again, the normal thing to happen would be for the market to continue going higher. But based on the information that we have in front of us, is that likely? Is it possible, at least? And the answer is yes. Why? Because we have a red UFO that stands for on field orders. So we have a red UFO, sell on field orders, located at 45.9525. The current price is 45.28, and therefore, having another 3 days of this market going up is definitely likely. And then we're gonna hit those sell on field orders, and then the sell on field orders will get filled, and all this selling happening in the marketplace would now likely bring the markets down to where the buy orders are at 44.29, which is the green UFO. That obviously would change the climate from blue to red, and we would be then in a different climate, in a different cycle, if you want to think about it this way, in a different trend. It's all different words that mean things that are very similar when it comes to their interpretation. So dimension number one in our analysis, the climate, sunny, 5 less than 8. So we are in a sustainable climate, statistically speaking. Sell orders located at 45.9525. So there is room for the climate to propagate to the upside. So I would not be surprised to see those statistics to be met. Not always they are met, and many times they are not met because UFOs are, happening already. So therefore, the climate has no way to propagate because sell orders are coming in already, or buy orders if it's a down climate. And then the buy orders are located at 44.29. So if the climate changes direction, so that would be the target. Finally, third dimension, which is what we call the expected moves. This is looking at options prices now and extracted their volatilities, which are built in the prices of the options. And then we kind of reverse engineer the options pricing models to come up with what a 1 standard deviation of a move is on a daily time frame, which is 37 points, what a 1 standard deviation of a move is on a weekly time frame, which is 82 points, and what about a month, 170 points. This would be a normal thing to happen. And here's the picture of the chart that is part of the newsletter that you receive on your inbox if you are subscribed, which again is free. And again, if you are just joining us now, so here's the QR code for you to go and subscribe. And that same chart is the one I was showing you real time. So again, if you miss these live sessions, you can always catch up thanks to the information found in the news flash. So the next market that we're going to analyze is WTI crude oil. And notice that the way we do things in Tradictive is all about the use of technology. Computers do certain things better than humans. Certainly processing data is one of them. No biases and getting advanced statistics and using intelligent technology. Everybody talks about AI, isn't it? We use AI for a long time now. So obviously computers do that better than humans, and that's what we rely on to conclude what is likely going to happen in the marketplace, and therefore position ourselves in a way that is smart, and then always manage our risk. So if you wonder about the technologies that we have, you have never visited our website, so I am sharing on the screen another screenshot, another QR code, another URL that hopefully helps you to find our website and go take a look. And depending on your trading style, you may be new, you may be advanced. Our technology is being used by all sorts of traders, including corporates and hedgers and funds and family offices and all sorts of professionals as well. So you can go ahead and take a look. But anyway, coming back to the market, we are now dealing with WTI crude oil. So looking at the chart real time, what is it that we have? Well, we have an up climate. Sorry, I didn't change the market. 1, 2, 3, crude oil. Here we go. Yes, so we have an up climate. Now in this case, the normal thing to happen is 7, not 8, and the current thing happening is 5. So we are in the same candle number 5, just like the S&P, but the S&P is more likely to continue going higher by a little bit compared to what crude oil would provide us an opportunity, which is normal based on statistics. So in that sense, we have that market condition, and we now know what's best from a positioning point of view. So sunny climate, 5 out of 7. This is a statistically sustainable climate. On-field orders to sell located at 90.4. On-field orders to buy located at 82.05. Let me show you that on the charts. So if we look at the sell orders, 90.4 is up there. This is where the sell orders are. So definitely this climate could have room to propagate for a few more candles, like statistics suggest. Buy orders, 82.5. So whenever there is a change of climate and the market falls, unless new on-field orders show up, auto UFOs, which is the tool I'm using, is real time. So we may have new buy orders show up here. Well, then if that was to be the case, then the market is not going or not likely going to go that low. And instead, once it gets here, it would turn around and go back higher. But again, we don't have those green UFOs there unless we go down all the way to 82.05 at the time of this recording. So we have climate, we have UFOs. What about expected moves? That is extracted from looking at the prices of options on crude oil futures, and that is 1.49 points a day, 3.27 points a week, 6.81 points a month. This would be a one-standard deviation of the move. This is what we call the expected move out of reverse engineering the options pricing models. Next market in line, notice I am accelerating a little bit now, gold. Gold futures, to be precise, trading in the COMEX exchange, belongs to the CME group. Here we go. Here is gold futures. We are dealing with a daily time frame here. Up climate, normal thing to happen is 6. We are now in candle number 8. In other words, this climate is now statistically non-sustainable. Okay? Doesn't mean it cannot last for more. Look at this blue climate. It took way more than 6 candles. That was such a crazy move. Definitely not likely, statistically unsustainable. But it did happen in the real world. Okay, so again, statistics are a very powerful reference, but just a reference. Ultimately, having on-field orders to buy or sell around the price is what's going to dictate price action. So in this case, really, it's anything could happen. We are in the middle of 2 UFOs when the climate is statistically unsustainable. So we may have this climate to go back down. And if that's the case, from here, it's likely going to go back up. Or it may go back higher, and from here, definitely likely going to go lower. But we are now in the middle of nowhere, and there is no UFO located where the price is. And the climate is statistically unsustainable. So in other words, trading now is really a guess. We don't have a statistical advantage. We just may have a guess or a preference, but that's not serious as professional traders. So if you happen to be trading the daily time frame of gold, if you trade like I do, and again, there are many ways on how to trade. You do not need to trade like I do, but of course, I'm the one running these live sessions, so of course I will share my viewpoint. So if you trade like I do, it's time to wait. It's time to do nothing. Sit on your hands when it comes to gold. Let the climate to redefine itself, or let the price of this market to come into a UFO and then take action. But right now, nothing to be done because the climate is statistically unsustainable. Expected moves, 13 points, 30 points, 64 points. That is daily, weekly, monthly, extracted from options on gold futures. Next market in line, probably the most relevant market of all, which is the dollar index futures, trades in the ICE exchange. Extremely relevant. Why? Because 80% of products that trade in the world are priced in US dollars. So obviously, if this market goes up or down, it does have a direct impact in everything. Notice the very powerful moves that happen in this market, which we have seen following extremely similar patterns in this is crude oil. So again, many markets will be contagious of whatever the dollar does because those markets are priced in dollar. Make sense? Anyway, so what do we have on the dollar? We have an up climate, started now 2 candles ago, and a normal thing to happen is 5. So again, we should see the dollar continue going higher, and there is room all the way to 105, which is where the sell orders are. Now, from there, we may see a spectacular collapse all the way to 99 because there is nothing around. There is no green UFO anywhere around. Now, of course, this is now. When we look at this, I don't know, maybe 2 days from now, there may be a new UFO located at 104.05. So if there is a green UFO at that time, great. But that UFO is not available at the time of this recording. So right now, we know this market is more likely going to move higher. So maybe trading it in the lower intraday timeframes may make a lot of sense. But definitely the moment we get to 105.33, careful, because a change of direction is expected to happen. So sunny, 2 out of 5, statistically sustainable, sell orders 105.33, buy orders 99.86, and expected moves basically the same as the last week, 0.47 points a day, 1.04 points a week, 2.16 points a month. This is extracted from options on currency futures. And finally, we are looking at the backed Bitcoin. Here we go. So the back Bitcoin is here. We are dealing now with a beginning of a down climate on the back Bitcoin. A normal thing to happen is those climates to last by 5 candles. This is candle number 1. So here we go. Candle number 1 out of 5. We are in a rainy climate. Statistically speaking, is definitely sustainable to the downside. We know that if we drop to 24,800, we got buy orders, sell orders located at 29,000 on the chart. Here is 29,000. Here's 24,000. Here's the red and the green UFO. And this is the current price at 26,000. So we just need this market to fall down to the green UFO so we could evaluate taking action. And definitely it's likely that this is going to happen given the current climate condition, which is candle 1 out of 5. Expected moves, volatility has increased on the Bitcoin futures, 700 points a day, 1,500 points a week, 3,000 plus points a month. That is what is expected. I share with you guys the link to the apps. I'll share now the link to our courses on the website. 3 pillars support what we do: apps, courses, and coaching. We welcome you to go take a look at what we do on our website. Here's the link on the screen. Again, strong welcoming for you to go take a look. Economic calendar, okay, is the next and last section that we're going to discuss today. So what's likely going to happen today? What's the week likely going to look like? Well, again, today, Labor Day, right? So, markets may be quiet. During the rest of the week, there is activity in certain places in the world, like Australia, potential change of interest rates. So that is always a big thing. We also have retail numbers in Europe, which is important because everybody's watching inflation, GDP in Europe, monetary policy for the UK. Again, if they decide to, change interest rates or things like that, is very relevant. But notice that when it comes to the US, it's really quiet. And the reason why I'm mentioning the US is because it's obviously the most relevant markets in the world. And whatever happens in the US in the form of economic reports may have a greater impact anywhere else in the world, even stronger than the reports from a specific country. So again, important reports. I didn't mention the unemployment rate in Canada, definitely very important if you trade Canadian markets. But still, from a US market report point of view, I would say a little bit of a quiet week. Okay. And finally, as we conclude the session, I wanted to, again, share how proud we are of our Mystery to Mastery series book. I will highlight on the upper left a QR code for you to go and get this book for yourself so you can read it. The book is available in paperback or ebook format as well. And together with the book, apart from, again, I say we are proud because we got some number 1 designations with Amazon and things like that. But apart from that, with the book, you get access to a course, which is, I believe it was like 15-hour course, 18-hour course, something like that. So it's like a proper course. And also you get access to multiple months of free access to our technology. So you have the tools to prepare yourself and to practice. So you not only you get some knowledge, but you also, most importantly, start picking up some skill through practice because you have the tools and everything you need to get started in trading. Okay, so welcome you to go take a look. Of course, share with us later on if you like it in the form of a review, or just if you want to shoot an email to us. We'd certainly like to know how you liked it. Most people like it very much, and as I said, we are proud. So hopefully you like it too. In any case, it's been a pleasure as always to join you at the beginning of the week. Keep up the good work. If you need help in your trading adventures, we are here to help. And again, welcoming you guys all to taking a look at our website, as we have lots of additional tools and articles and all sorts of things that could be helpful to you. Take care, everybody. See you soon, and actually see you as soon as 10 a.m. New York time today. So this is like, let's call it 2 hours from now, more or less. And I will be conducting one of our open meetings. And if you are not part of our open meetings, know they are open, meaning they are for everybody. And here's the link. Okay, tradewithufos.com/Discord. So just get yourself there. Enter our Discord channel and just meet us at 10 a.m. Sorry, it's not 10 a.m. It's 10:30 a.m. New York time. See you later, my friends. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.